6'2", 180-pounder. Born in Glendale, California, lives in Provo, Utah. 7-3 is our score. The Braves have the lead, and they're 3 outs away from making Tom Glavine a 9-game winner on the year. He was 2-2, wasn't he? I think he was. That would make 7 in a row that Glavine has reeled up.
He was actually at one time he was. Yeah, that's right. I thought he was 1-2, but he won his first, lost his second, then won his third. So he was 2-1 and then 2-2.
The first pitch is inside, and Nixon takes a look and says, "What's going on here?" A couple of Berenguer's pitches came up and in on Charlie Williams. Maybe that was retaliation. Maybe it was just a Ritchie mistake.
Well, let's take a look at it. Lake is set up inside, and the fastball around his knees. I think if you're Otis Nixon, you could see why he would get upset, maybe more so than one that was up around chest high, because that's how he makes his living.
Here he goes. Nixon is pounding Ritchie. Both benches empty, and we'll have fines and suspensions here. Beginning to prevail. Well, if the first one, the guess, the logical assumption would be, if the first one was an accident, the second one wasn't. I would say Nixon won that on points.
Well, he didn't waste any time getting out there.
I wonder if that was all predicated. Remember you asked me about when he tried to steal second base and was thrown out? Surely they didn't think that that was trying to show up the Phillies, did they?
I don't think so, and I don't think right here. You can see Lake wanted the ball inside. I'd be surprised if he were throwing at Nixon. I would also be very pleased for the Braves if somebody cornered Mike Ryan before this erupted any further, because Mike, as the bullpen coach, has been known to get involved in these. There are a lot of players who've known each other out there, too. Tommy Green was acting as a peacemaker.
Well, I imagine that both players will be ejected here, but we'll wait and see. Ritchie is gone, and Nixon is gone. Or is he? Now Ritchie stopped. And peace and tranquility are reigning now.
Too much in baseball. There is absolutely no place in baseball for guys charging the mound and having things like this happen in the middle of the diamond.
Well, Ritchie didn't last too long, did he?
Either on the mound or in the battle. Well, let's take a look at the pitch. Lake is set up inside. It's a fastball that gets him on the knee, and he gets away before Lake can get him. Ritchie just kind of ducked his head and tried to roll over, but Nixon got on top. 3, 4.
And then help is on the way. And what you hope now is that nobody gets hurt. You see Charlie Leibrandt, Greg Olson, Larry Boa trying to break things up. And Combs pulls somebody out of that pack. That's Ned Yost.
The umpires are meeting now, trying to figure out what happens and who comes out of there. And
well, we get to see our old pal Joe Baber as a result of all this. Ritchie.
And he will have as much time as he needs to get ready.
So Baber is coming on here, and Danny Heap will enter the game to run at first base for Otis Nixon. And what you hope now is that there will be only fines and not suspensions, but I'm not so sure about that. So Baber is the new pitcher. Joe is 3-4 with a 3.60, and this is his 25th game.
You know, these two, Nixon was with Montreal. The Phillies are in that division. Unless this is something that goes back, because we've only seen Nixon for a couple of months here. Unless this is something that goes back to one of those rivalries that takes place when you're in the same division, I really can't see him throwing at you.
Well, we'll take a break here and then come back and see how long it takes Joe to get ready.